That's not all of them.
Okay.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Double honors to the apostle elders, great Milson, and well, peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Shalom and above all. Back here in the list of the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Lord willing, this video is edifying. I got the beloved brother Yawanathan with me. All right.
Shalom.
And we just coming back at it with another lesson, man, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shai. And wanted to do a lesson on exhortation to brothers, man, to do your lessons daily, okay, work daily, that's what the scriptures tell us to do. So now, of course, we understand that every brother has his own portion and his own measure of faith and his own lot in this truth. So you might not be the brother who can spit out 12 videos one day, okay, but you can at least, for the most part, do one video a day, okay. And now let's say you get caught up, all right, you will make it up. Let's say you get caught up for some reason you just couldn't make that video that day. Okay, well, next day, tomorrow comes, if the Lord allows you to see tomorrow, make 2 videos. Make a video for tomorrow and make a video for yesterday that missed. Okay, and at the end of the day, a video doesn't need to be a whole hour long. A video could really be 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be 5. It's just as long as the video is edifying. You get straight to the point. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out, man. And a lot of Jake get caught up in the fact of like, oh, what is there for me to talk about, or what am I going to do my lesson on? Well, I'm gonna say this, okay? If you're in the spirit, you'll find something. The spirit will lead you to talk about stuff, man. And there's so many different topics that you can hit in the scriptures. Okay, there's just so many different things to speak on, especially in the times that we're in now. And there's so many different ways that you could come about with making a lesson. Okay, whether you call a brother up on the phone, you read, you're doing your daily reading. Okay, you call a brother up on the phone, spirit spark you to do a lesson. Looking into current events, spirit spark you to look into the current event, matching up with prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You being in the spirit, meditating in the spirit, that helps you get videos in, man. Because the fact that you can't do a video really is just a matter of spirit not on you.
That's right. Especially, hey, let's take to account, if you meet a young or a woman, Jake put all their time and effort into that, man. How much more that woman's being Sophia, there's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So you gotta apply the same thing, that you're giving time and effort to the world, but you gotta do it like the scriptures say 10 times more in this faith, man. So like the brother said, there's many things to do the work on, especially in the times we're in right now, man. You open the news, there's something right there. You go on social media, there's something right there. You got Sleepy Joe yesterday, if you know, don't want to get the video strike, but hey, that's something to do right there, man. That's just to show you that, hey, prophecy is what? Prophecy is aligning. Okay, so there's many things to do the work on, but let me get this.
Go ahead, Malak.
All right, this is First Timothy chapter 4, verse 13, and it says, neglect not the gift that is in thee. And every man has been given, according to their portion, a gift, man. All right, whether that be exhorting, whether that be prophecy, prayer, going into the Hebrew, like the brother said, man, there's many things that you can go in this truth. And that's why you have to understand what you are in, man, because when you come in, you got to get involved, man, every day, daily, man. Like the brother said, sometimes you may call a brother, there's many ways that you could, use your gift, man. So that's why it says to not neglect, man. And when you neglect something, basically, what does it mean to neglect? It means to really not give attention to, man. But this is something that you have to, right? I'm gonna finish the brother Salaki for rambling.
Good.
And it says, First Timothy chapter 4, verse 14, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. So
that's right. And if I'm not mistaken, in that same chapter, does it not say give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine?
That's right.
You know, so a part of reading, you know, that's when you read, a lot of times that'll spark your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And or you know, it can lead you. Okay, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Okay, so exhortation is what we're doing right now. This is
That's
exhortation.
right.
Okay, we're exhorting our people to do the work of Yahweh Shai. So, you know, if you're giving attendance to that, okay, then guess what? You're going to stay in the spirit to doctrine. And what's a part of the doctrine? All right, the doctrine is to do a lesson or to do the work daily. Matter of fact, since we're talking about exhortation, Baba Kushan, you get a precept for me, brother Baba Kushan?
Come on.
Okay, exhort daily. It's Hebrews 3:13.
Come on.
All right, since we touching on the topic of exhortation, all right, give attendance to exhortation, right? And that's another thing too. That's another way of saying in a roundabout way, give attendance to watching videos as well. You know, because brothers, when the brothers do their videos, that's exhortation, man. So you're supposed to give attendance to that.
Come on. This is Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13. But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
Right. Exhort one another daily while it is called today. Right. Don't wait till tomorrow, you know, to do the work, because you might not see tomorrow. Okay. A lot of jit get caught up with the whole, oh yeah, next week or tomorrow or a week from now or a month from now. No. Right now. Fear of the Lord right now, because the scripture says Sirach 5, make no turn and turn to the Lord.
That's right.
You know? So you don't know if you're going to make it to tomorrow. When you read the precept in Luke 12, okay, and about, you know, the rich man, he had many riches, then he wanted to lay up his riches for the years to come. The Lord said, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee, man. So that's whose riches are those going to be? So you don't know. The Most High could take your spirit at any moment. The brother Yawanathan says it a lot. We go out to camp. We don't know if we're going to make it back that same day. We hope we're going to make it back. So let's say hypothetically the Lord does take your spirit. Your works follow you in the spirit realm. Revelation 14 and 13 goes into that. So imagine if you've been slothful, okay, then the Lord take your spirit and those works are now following you in the spirit realm. And you like, the Lord like, why you didn't do your lessons, Jake? I gave you the breakdowns. I gave you the apostles. I gave you the men of the Lord to learn from. You know, I gave you the knowledge. Why didn't you apply it?
Hey, that's y'all Paul, because you quoted Sirach, the 5th chapter says, put not off from day to day. Okay, why does it say that? Because like the brother said, you don't know when your last day is gonna be, man. You know, and like you said, you know, what we're dealing with right now is the Lord's money. Okay, you understand that parable when you go into Luke the 19th chapter. You know, you're gonna have to multiply that, man. So that goes back into, again, neglecting not the gift, man. And you could bring it out, brother.
Con, neglect. It says fail to care for properly. Yep. Not pay proper attention to, disregard.
Right.
Damn. Fail to do something. The state or fact of being uncared for, the action of not taking proper care of someone or something, failure to do something, man. Okay? And it says from the origin, the etymology, neglect meaning disregarded, from the verb neglegere, from neg meaning not, legere, choose, pick up. So you're not picking up or you're not choosing to do the work, man. That's neglected, you know? And if you don't want the Lord to neglect you, okay, so don't neglect the commanded of you. Speaking to myself almost, because sometimes you might miss a day. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Okay, or you shit, I'll even go as far to say you might miss 2 days. Okay, but if you going days or weeks or months or even years without doing a video, you need to do some serious self-examination. Because shit, if I miss a day, I'm worried. Okay, and I know at the end of the day, you know, the Lord is merciful. Okay, and he might not just, you know, slay you because you missed the video one day. The Lord is merciful, but don't take his mercy for granted either, man. Okay.
That's right, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, why do we do the work? We do the work first and foremost because we fear Yahweh Shah. Not only that, but like the brother quoted in Revelation, the 14th chapter says, their works follow them. Second Ezra 9:7. It says, let me get that. It's all about doing that work, man. What did Yahweh tell Simon Peter, man? If you love me, feed my sheep, man. He said it how many times?
3 times.
Thrice. That's right. Let me get that. Let me get this quick one. Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. And it's gonna go into that first pre we got. I'll bring it out. But this is Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye believe. You see, so you're going to escape by your works and as well as faith. And if you have faith, what does it say? Faith without works is dead, man, meaning that by your faith is going to determine what you do, man.
Right. I got a precept to back you up.
Come on.
This is 2 Corinthians 4:13. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed and therefore have I spoken. Ooh. We also believe and therefore speak, man. Hey, shalom to the brother Abraham War. Shalom.
Shalom, brother. Shalom.
But like it says right here, we believe, therefore we speak, man. Okay, if you truly believe in these words, you're going to apply these words. You're going to speak these words, man. Okay? And a part of applying these words is what? Exhorting one another daily, and as the scriptures tell us to do so.
That's right.
Yeah, you had another precept, Akio?
I got that second one.
Okay, all right.
You have something?
You got it.
All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, starting at verse 16, and it says, For thou I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me, yeah, woe is unto me, if I preach not the gospel.
Right. That's plain. Woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel, man. Okay, and that's scary when you think about it, because the Lord hasn't trusted you with these riches. You want the perks of the kingdom. You want everything that comes with being a servant of Yahweh Shemashai, except for the servant behalf. You don't want to do that part, but you want the reward, though. Doesn't make sense, man. Okay, and now I'm not saying, brothers, you don't have the desire to teach or to do the work. A brother might be nervous. A brother might be, dragging his feet or whatever, but you got to put all that aside, because you have to realize something. Your salvation is on the line. Your salvation is on the line. So don't neglect it. Neglect not the gift that is in you. This is all a gift, man. Okay, doing the work is a part of the maintenance of the Holy Spirit.
That's right.
Okay, because there's different avenues to serving Yahweh Shemashai. It's not always about doing a lesson, but at the same time, lessons are important, man. Okay, let's not act like they're not. Okay,
that's right. In verse 17 it says, for if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward, and isn't that what we want, brothers? We want that reward. It says, I have not seen nor ear have heard, man. Okay, so there's going to be a reward for those that have works, man. And it's crazy. I got another this is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 35, and it says, be ready to the reward of the kingdom. Hey, so all in all, being ready is what? Staying ready. So you don't gotta what? Get ready, man. Meaning if you're staying in the spirit, doing the things after the spirit, you ain't gotta succumb to the flesh, man. And guess what? Lessons come along with that, man. Because when you're reading, you watching lessons, the Lord gonna put it on your spirit to do one, man.
Yep, that's right, brother. That's right. Sometimes you watch a brother video and it spark you to do a lesson just off of watching a brother video. That's how the spirit works. You know what I'm saying? The spirit is like the wind.
And think about, the apostles and elders, man. When they first came onto the scene, how they went onto the scene by putting out these lessons for the brothers to watch it. So we can't change the recipe. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, like you said, doing the works, making lessons is a part of this ministry, man.
That's right. The brother Avalon put a few precepts up on the comment board. This is Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's right.
Right.
So you want to obey. You don't want to just obey and be, fervent for the truth when you're around brothers. It says much more in my absence. You got to be that much more in the spirit now that you don't have a brother there to check you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Because at the end of the day, I can't save this brother, neither can this brother save me. We all have to give account for what we did on our personal walk with Yahweh Bashmal Shai, man.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the point.
What's the point? Come.
This is 1 Peter 5:2. It says, feed the flock of Yahweh Bashmal Shai, which is among you, right?
Right.
Like the brother quoted earlier. What did the Lord tell Peter? Well, this is Peter talking to us. Feed the flock, feed the sheep, right? And that's the spirit. Because I was reading Psalm 78 today. This is how the spirit works. I was reading Psalm 78 today, and it said how the Lord chose King David out of the sheep, and he made him to feed the flock of the Lord's people, Israel, man. Okay? And then that's King David is Peter in the reincarnation. He became a So it says, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly. Yeah. Not for filthy mystery, but of a ready mind. So the scriptures say we're supposed to be prepared unto every good work, man.
That's right.
So if you're not in the spirit, how can you be prepared unto every good work? You know what I'm saying? I say that about this brother right here a lot. I'm like, this brother always ready to do a lesson. This brother always ready to do, a righteous work for Yahweh Bashmal Shai. Because why?
Bashmal Shai.
Because the brother in the spirit, the Lord gave him a ready mind, man. And we have to have that same type of spirit so we can do this work. Okay, you can't have that mindset of, I'll do my lesson later or I'll get to it. No, that's not having a ready mind. That's having the mind of being constrained. Like a brother gotta yoke you up and motivate you every time to make you do a lesson. Or brothers gotta constantly babysit you and be like, did you do your videos this week? No, bro. No. Work out your own salvation, man. At the end of the day, yes, we do hold each other accountable. We do look out for each other. We do warn each other. We do exhort each other. But a brother shouldn't have to babysit you for your own salvation, man.
Mm-hmm.
You should want to do the work of the Lord. You should want to, please Yahweh Bashmal Shai and do what you can to serve the Lord, man. A brother shouldn't have to force you or make you feel constrained to do it.
Hey, that's right, man. Hey, that's y'all part. I got a quick one. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 28, and it says, For as it was your minds to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more, man. Meaning that we supposed to be on fire, man. On fire for this thing. Why? Because we understand when this kingdom, this rulership goes down, we know what's coming next, man. We know our Lord Yahweh Shai is an austere man, man. Especially have given us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We can't play with this, man. All right, because at the end of the day, it's up to Yahweh Bashmal Shai to keep us in this truth, man. This is not on our one accord, man. So
right.
if we're being slothful, if we're not really into this thing, we don't want to be cast out, So, hey, like the scripture said, now being returned, seeking 10 times more, man. At the end of the day, this is your soul. This should be your sole priority, man. Everything comes after this, man. And you got people in the world or people that may not have the spirit. They don't understand that because it wasn't given unto them, man. You got athletes. What do athletes do? Athletes is you had it, brother. Let me try to see if I can find it. It's no days off, man. Athletes, when they training for basketball, football, what do? Every day, they're trying to get better. But that's carnally, man. How much more spiritually, man? So every day you need to be trying to improve, man. Every day in the spirit, you want to improve in somewhere, some asset, So, you can apply things from the world and apply it into this truth, man. Not legally, but hey, if somebody wants to go to the NBA, NFL, and they're fully persuaded, as Christian says, to be fully persuaded, they're going to do what it requires, man. So it's the same thing.
Yep. They got the dream, but they're going to put in the work to make the dream into reality.
That's right.
That's like having faith and works, man.
That's right.
And it says 1 Peter 5:3, neither as being lords over the Most High's heritage, but being ensembles to the flock. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay, this ain't about lordship. Okay, yeah, there's rank and there's order in the camps, but it ain't about hey brother, I'm over you in the spirit, bow down to me. Nah, it's about being an example to the flock, man. Okay, and you gotta think about it. You might be the youngest ranking brother in the camp. You might be, the lowest ranking in the camp speak, but you still have a higher rate, and you're still a leader to someone out there. There's somebody who only subscribes to your page. Yeah, you might have 5 subscribers, but guess what? Them 5 subscribers, you're responsible for feeding them through the spirit of Yahweh. So now, how are you setting a good example to them if you are not being consistent with doing your lessons, and you're being wishy-washy with doing the work? Those 5 sheep, they're starving. And guess what? If you lead one member of the flock astray, that's blood on your hands. How much more, whatever X amount of those who are following you and waiting for you to upload a video, man.
That's right. Especially in these times, man. Back to like we were saying in the beginning of this lesson. Oh, you could finish up on there, brother.
Khan, Akia says, you want to finish your point, brother?
No, you got it, brother. You got it.
Okay, Khan. This is 1 Peter 5:4. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away.
Ooh. There's gonna be a reward at the end of this thing, man. Hey, matter of fact, let me get that in 1 Corinthians the 9th chapter, okay? Because what you was gonna say, brother?
I was gonna say, that's the spirit, the one that says, okay, I think, is it this one? 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Who says always abounding in the work of the Lord, man? Always means continually, man. Not sometimes, not when you want to. Always abounding in the work of the Lord, man. Okay. And Yahweh Shema Shah is not going to forget, man, those that were diligently, man. Doesn't it say, what is that? With all diligence, make your calling and election sure, man. Being diligent is the opposite of slothfulness, man.
That's right.
The two don't go together. All right. And you don't want to be slothful in any way. Okay. This is not something, what we're dealing with, is very serious, man. So you got to make sure that, again, you fully persuaded in this thing, man. Like in this same verse, like the brother brought out in 1 Peter, to willingly, you want to willingly do the work. You want to willingly get better in the spirit, man. It say our the inward man, or what is that one? The outward man.
Yeah, the outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
That's right, day by day. That is not day, this day, then a day off, then the next day. No, day by day, every day, man.
Yep. Brother put up another precept, Proverbs 8:34. This right here is a banger. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors, man. So you're supposed to daily be at the Lord's gates, man. You're supposed to daily attend to this ministry, man. That was a good precept right there. The Waterford precepts.
The water for the trees.
This is I got a precept. I'm just going down the list. Psalm 61:8. It says, "So will I sing praise unto thy name forever, that I may daily perform my vows." Okay. And what are we vowing to the Lord? When you got to understand too, another thing too about not doing your videos, you put your hand to the plow.
That's right.
You signed a spiritual contract. You sold out on the right-hand side. Okay. Just like how, people who are in the world sell out on the left-hand side and they get riches in the constellation of this world. Guess what? We sold out on the right-hand side, and there are certain rituals, for, if you will, that we have to do, to obtain our consolation in the world to come and in the times of trouble. Yeah?
That's right.
Because a lot of the work that we're putting in now, that's going to pay off in the time to come. Okay, through the spirit and the mercy of Yahweh Shemashah.
That's right.
Okay, but guess what happens when those people in the world stop doing their rituals? stop selling out. They get persecuted. They get locked up. You know, they get defamed. They lose all their money, right? Those are all carnal things. And now, if we stop doing our righteous rituals on the right-hand side, guess what? The Lord going to destroy us,
That's
okay?
right.
And pluck us away, you know, little by little, okay? And shit, you know, hey, there was an example made a couple weeks ago, all right? There's a dude amongst the Tampa Bay camp, you know, them brothers, prophets in Babylon, okay? You know, and he ended up falling out, turning into a scoffer. And guess what happened? He died in a car accident, man. He ran into a tree. Okay. You know? So the Lord don't play, man. The Lord don't play.
Especially in these times we're going into, we're going to see many cases, man. It says what judgment must begin first at the house of, you know, Yahweh Shema Shah. But I got a quick one. This is Psalms chapter 86, verse 3. Be merciful unto me, O Lord, for I cry unto thee daily, man. You see, crying and sighing, that's what we're doing spiritually. Crying and sighing unto Yahweh Shema Shah. Why? Because we want to get up out of this place, man. You know, that's the main thing, you know. But if you are sighing and crying, obviously you're content, okay? It says in the book of Zephaniah, men being settled on their leads, man. We don't want to be settled. Why? Because this place is going to be destroyed, whether anybody wants to believe it or not. Why? Because the scriptures say so, man. You know, you just had Sleepy Joe the other day, well, yesterday, put out, you know, about the, you know, the sea hip, man. Just to show you that, hey, these prophecies are, what did Elder Apostle Hard deem this year, man? The year Yahweh Shema Shah turning up, man. Things is picking up at pace fast, man. You know, so that should be a spiritual boost right there to know that these words that are written in these scriptures are what? Faithful and true, man. You know, so that's on the good side. But guess what? There's repercussions unto those that aren't being diligent with this word, man. You know, so yeah.
And the brother quoted Zephaniah 1:12, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. So the Lord, he's exposing everybody's works. Everybody's works is getting put to the light. Okay, because you know, you got it set up where, you know, there might be some men in your camp doing something, but guess what? There's men in other camps doing the same thing. So the Lord, he's putting the light on that, man. You know, seeing what it is. Okay, and it says, and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Okay, now I got the Bible comparison for Zephaniah 1:12. This is Zephaniah 1:12 in the English Standard Version. It says, at that time I will search Jerusalem with lamps, and I will punish the men who are complacent.
Ooh. Let me get that word complacent, man.
God. It says, those who say in their hearts, the Lord will not do good, nor will he do ill. So pretty much, you got a lot of people out there who don't fear the Lord. They don't think that the Most High coming back anytime soon. That's why they're not on fire. That's why they're not fearing the Lord. That's why they're not worried about the judgment to come. But if they were in the spirit, they would know the Lord come back sooner than we think, man. And that's to drive you and spark you to do the work. Okay?
Now I got complacent. I got complacent in the Merriam-Webster, and it says marked by self-satisfaction. That word is a little tongue twister. So like, give me one. So it says marked by self-satisfaction, especially. I'm marked by self-satisfaction, especially when accompanied by unawareness of actual dangers or deficiencies. Okay, you know.
Unaware of dangers, man. That's how Jake be moving, complacent. Right. And you know, they say in the construction field, they say being complacent can get you killed, man. Okay?
Right.
You know, you're not moving with the and you could even apply that in this truth. Being complacent can get you killed, because if you're not moving with the fear of the Lord in everything that you do, guess what? You could be complacent and do something, and guess what? That could cost you your life, man. Or it could cost you the Lord taking away the spirit from you, which is just as bad as you losing your life. Shit, in my opinion, that's worse than you losing your life.
I got another one. This is off the Cambridge Dictionary. It says, feeling so satisfied with your own abilities or situation that you feel you do not need to try any harder. You know. So
Damn.
so basically, having this, maybe knowing the names of Yahweh Shem outside of some people is enough. Maybe somebody making a video here and there is enough, just like it says, all right, that you feel you do not need to try any harder. But in this truth, you gotta try harder, you know. But guess what? Again, like the brother said, many people become complacent. Why? Because things maybe not going as fast as you want, man. You know, a lot of Jake have that situation, man. Waiting. It says, "Woe unto you that what is that in Sirach, the second chapter? Woe unto you that have lost patience, man. What will
Yep.
you do when the Lord shall visit you, man? And the Lord gonna visit a lot of you dudes that's slothful, man, especially when it comes to this word, man. You know,
Mhm. Yep.
look around you, man. This place, you know, look around you, you know.
Yeah, you see the Lord already visiting this place now.
Right.
You know, so how much more when all hell breaks loose? You're gonna want that confidence in Jacob's trouble, like, man, I know I did what I had to do to serve the Lord. I know my righteousness says filthy rags, but the Lord knows that I gave it, you know, my best shot, so to speak. So you're
My
gonna have
all.
that confidence, you know. But if you're being complacent, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know damn well you're not gonna have boldness in the day of judgment because you know you ain't been living right, you
Right.
know. And a lot of things too, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. A lot of times, why you might not be able to do a lesson is because of something that's behind the scenes hindering your progress in the spirit.
That's
Okay,
right.
and you know whatever it may be, thou knowest. You know what I'm saying? You know ye not your own selves, as the scriptures say. So you know, for the most part, what can be a hindrance unto you, what can be holding you back from doing the work. You know, you shouldn't be out there worrying about chilling with no female, okay, or doing no folly, you know, before you did the work.
That's
Here it
right.
is. Here it is. You ain't did a video in a couple days, and you want to go chill with some female? Come on, man. Come on,
Prior
man.
Your priorities are not in the right place, man. You know, it tells us in what Isaiah 46 and 8, if I'm not mistaken. You know, roughly paraphrasing the scripture says, show yourselves as men, man. Meaning, you know, it says also when I was a child, I spake as a child. You know, and we're not children anymore. All right, we're men, meaning that we have to step up to the plate, man. We have to prioritize. We have to make sure that we're doing things decently and in order, man. Making sure we're taking care of the spirit first before we take care of the flesh, man. He said,
Right.
"Hey, the flesh profited nothing, man. You know."
That's right, brother.
Oh,
And
man.
the brother Awalama War, he put up a precept too about the vow. Ecclesiastes 5:4, when thou vowest a vow unto the Yahweh Shemashai, defer not to pay it. Right. And what have we vowed? We vowed our lives for this truth. We made our bodies living sacrifices. A part of making your body a living sacrifice is doing the work, man. Because it's a sacrifice of your time and your attention and your life, so to speak, to do this work, man. To do the work, Yahweh Shemashai. And it's a privilege when you really think about it, man. There's so many other people out there who wish that they had the opportunity to serve the Lord like how the Lord has given us, man. So neglect not the gift, man. Don't neglect it. It says, "For
Hey,
he have no." No, you got to slack it.
go ahead, brother. Finish up on the verse. Lock you.
Okay, come on. It says, "Defer not to pay it, for he have no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed." It
That's right.
says, "Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than thou shouldest vow and not pay." Right. And even though this can go into vows, this truth is a vow. And if we're taking it in this type of direction, this reminds me of that one precept in Second Peter where it says, "It's better they didn't know the ways of righteousness, you
Yep.
know, than to know the ways of righteousness and to go back into the world, back into their vomit, you know, because they're going to get a harsher judgment, man. The
That's
servant
right.
that knew the Lord's will and prepared not himself shall be
Shall
beaten
be with
right."
many stripes. That's right. That's right, man. And that's, you know, especially too, like you were going into time. What's one thing that you can't get back, man? That time is something that you can't get back, man. Is right now is 10/29. What's today's date? Today is August the 10th, 10/29. You know, it's never gonna be August 10th, 10/29 when it becomes 10/30, man. So one thing you can't get is time. And then it's true. One thing that you have to apply is your time, effort, and energy, man. And it's very important what you put your energy and time into, man. Because what? This is the thing. It says in Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6, it says, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of thy times. Okay. Okay. Because we're going to have the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, and we're going to be stable in the times to come. Why? Because we were putting the effort in right now, man. You know? So again, while everybody else is going to be running around, not knowing, you know, when shit hit the fence like a chicken with his head cut off, we're going to be stable. Why? Because we put the work in right now, man. It's all about putting the work in right now, staying ready so you don't have to get ready, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to apply, you know, your time and effort and energy into this thing, man. And
Right.
anything else you put into is vanity, man. If we're going to be honest, you know, the woman can wait. All right. Your cell phone can wait.
Right.
Your job can wait, man. But this comes first, man. You know?
Yep. And if it can't, then guess what? What you know what I'm saying? You gotta have to make a decision. Like Scripture say, choose you this day whom you will serve. You know?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Can't serve the most little mammon.
Hey, that's right.
So you gotta, and that's another thing too. In this truth, you gotta make sacrifices, man. Okay, yeah, you might not be able to go on a date, you know, but at least you could do the work. Okay, because when all hell breaks loose, bro, when the missiles come down, you're not gonna be thinking about a woman, bro. You're gonna be thinking about how you walked with the Lord. That's what you're gonna be thinking about, man. Okay, so keep that in mind.
Con, you got Jake that be like, you weren't with me when I was shooting in the gym. Well, that's how the Lord gonna feel with a lot of you dudes, man. You weren't putting that time in, you know, when it really mattered, man, because our people have the spirit of being what's that word? They like to prolong or procrastinate the water, brother. A lot of our people like to procrastinate, man. Think that they have all the time in the world, man. You do not have all the time in the world, man. Before destruction comes warning, and the Heavenly Father has sent what? His spirit back upon this earth, his prophets, his men, the servants, to warn the world before what's about to happen, man. And we're seeing that now. So you don't have as much time as you think, you know?
Right. Hey, man. I had a precept to back you up because you made a beautiful point. This is Sirach Ecclesiastes 18 and 22 and 23. Salakia. Sirach Ecclesiastes 22 and 23. Be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty, that thou mayest rejoice in his prosperity. Mm-hmm. Abide steadfast unto him in the time of his trouble, that thou mayest be heir with him in his heritage. For a mean estate is not always to be contemned, nor the rich that is foolish to be had in admiration. Okay, so it says, be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty, that way you may rejoice in his prosperity. So right now, we're being faithful to the Lord in his poverty. You know, Yahushua is not ruling the earth just yet. You know what I'm saying? If you follow after Yahweh Shemashai, you're looked down upon, you're frowned upon, right? So now it's like it's almost as a poverty thing serving the Lord, right? You know, right. We struggle with the Lord, okay? But guess what? When the time comes where he's going to reward us and we're going to be joint heirs with him and get that glory, man, the Yahushua going to be like, these the brothers who were shooting with me in the gym while you wanted to go out to the club, you wanted to go out to eat with that girl who got the lace front and the red hair and the red weave down to her ankles and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yahushua going to be like, look, these are the men who are willing to sacrifice, man.
That's right.
Okay, because guess what? In this truth, you will have to make sacrifices, man. That's just the way it is. Yahushua died for you. The least you can do is feed the sheep, man.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, you know, this brother had a dog, okay, and this brother laid his life down for me. And he was like, hey, I'm finna lay my life down for you. Babu Kashad, can you take care of my dog while I'm gone? And I neglect the brother's dog. I leave the brother's dog a couple days straight. Ain't fed the brother's dog. I ain't take him on a walk, nothing. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna be feeling him in the spirit realm. He's gonna be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? At least you could have done was feed my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Or at least say, no, I can't feed it, you know?
And that's why the scriptures say, it's better thou hast not vowed
That's right.
And to vow and not pay it. So that's the spirit. Huh? That's the
Yep.
spirit.
So that's why, like it says, no man putting forth his hand into the plow. You know, what is that?
Luke 9:62, that's the spirit. Let me go get that, Lord willing.
Come on, the water, bro.
Like Luke 9:62, and Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
Ooh, see, it's not fit, you know, because why are you looking back, man? Why are you looking back for? There's no, hey, what happened to Lot's wife when she looked back? She got turned into a pillar of salt, man. You know, so we don't want to look back. It's all gas, no brakes, man. You know, so that means that's going back into what we're going into daily, man. Daily, daily, daily. There's something that you can be doing to progress in the spirit, man. You know, I got that. Go ahead, brother.
Baba Krishan, can we segue? I'm gonna skip down. What precept you had, Malak?
Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6.
Okay, yeah, that's 12.
All right, come on. This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Keep going on that.
Come on, Baba Krishan.
Verse 7, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Yep. Give him no rest, man. I think there's a precept, Psalms 132. You know, King David said he won't give rest to his eyes until he sets up the Lord's temple in Jerusalem, man. You know, now, of course, brothers, you know, pretty much, brothers it's not like brothers gonna stay up all night and just, you know what I'm saying, never go to sleep. But it's the sentiment of like, look, I'm gonna make sure that I handle and stand on business for Yahweh Shai before I go and take my rest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make not silence, man. So if you don't do a lesson for a couple days, that's technically you making silence. And the Lord told us to cry aloud, spare not.
Cry aloud, not.
So a part of us sparing not is not sparing you people's feelings, but as well, you know, not sparing to do the work of the Lord, man. What happened to Jeremiah? Jeremiah said he wasn't going to preach the word of the Lord anymore. But it says it was in him as a burning fire, man. He couldn't even forbear.
That's
you know,
right.
So if you truly in the spirit, you're gonna have a hard time not doing the work.
Hey, you see what happened to Jonah? You know, so like going back to, if you want, the Lord go make something happen to where you're gonna take this thing serious. But again, you don't want to take that mercy, you know, for granted. You don't want to play with Yahweh Shema Shai. It says it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power, man. You know, we understand what could happen to us if we don't handle the words of Yahweh Shema Shai correctly, man. And then
I was gonna say we could segue down to Mark 14.
All right, Mark 14.
Just to kind of, you know, catch up with the time. And I'm gonna get this too, Lord willing, while you're looking for that, if you don't mind.
Come on, you got it, brother.
This is Jonah chapter 2, verse 9. It says, but I will sacrifice unto thee with the voice of thanksgiving. I will pay that I have vowed. Salvation is of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah upon the dry land. Okay, so Jonah was like, look, I'll pay what I vowed, Lord. What is one of the things that he vowed? To do the work of the Lord, man. And guess what? The first time you did a video and you uploaded it, that was you making a vow to Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right. You at that Mark 14?
All
right, this is the book of Mark, chapter 14, verse 49. I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and he took me not, but the scriptures must be fulfilled.
That's it. So Yahweh said he was daily teaching in the temple. So we are to follow his footsteps. That's what I'm saying? There are certain things that Yahweh did that, you know, we might not be able to do right now till we get changed or till the Lord increases, you know, our spirits, but we can do the work daily as long as Yahweh gives us the ability to do so, man.
That's right.
And Yahweh said, shit, we're going to do greater works than he did, man, because he goes into the Father. If he was daily teaching in the temple, you know what I'm saying? Brothers be doing the work daily too.
That's
Okay?
right.
You know, and it's all through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shai, man. And that's how the Heavenly Father is glorified, that we bear much fruit. Okay, if you're not being fruitful in the work of Yahweh Shai, the Lord is gonna sift you out, man. Okay, because you're being lukewarm. You're not on fire. You know what I mean? You're being lukewarm. The Lord is not dealing with a lukewarm individual. He'd rather you be in the world than to come in the truth and to neglect it and play with it like it's something to play with, man.
It say you shall know a man by his fruits.
Right.
A corrupt tree can't bring forth evil fruit.
Yep.
I mean, a corrupt tree can't bring forth good fruits.
Hey, Bob, can you get Acts chapter 2?
Come on.
And can you start at 42 on down?
All right, this is Acts chapter 2, verse 42. And they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread and in prayers.
It said they continued steadfastly in these things. What's a part of the apostles' doctrine? Doing the work daily. Let's continue, Bible Kushal.
And the fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles.
Mm-hmm.
And all that believed were together, and they had all things common, and sold their possessions and goods, and parted them to all men, as every man had need.
And that's the beauty of Slakia. That's the beauty of the body, okay? Because brothers have all things in common. You know, if a brother, if I got incense, this brother got a lighter to light the incense. Guess what? It's almost as if we both had incense and a lighter. Why? Yeah. Because that's how the body works, man. We have all things in common, man. You know, brothers don't just hold stuff back and nah, brother, I don't want to give it to you, or nah, brother. Or if you do have that spirit on you, you got to rebuke that because that's a demon. You know, I fell victim to that spirit before too, but I know it's a demon, so you got to rebuke that, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to rebuke that because the scriptures say we had all things common, man. We sold our possessions, parted it to every man as they had need. Even though this is technically a different topic, I just want to bring some edification on that.
Verse.
Oh shit! Well, what's another way of selling your possessions now? Doing the work.
That's right.
Your talents. Mm-hmm. You know, say hide not wisdom in her beauty. Okay, right. And pretty much it also says to speak when there's an occasion to do good. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Mm-hmm. So shit, that's another one.
Acts chapter 2, verse 46, and they continuing Shalakia, and they continuing daily with one accord in the temple and breaking bread from house to house, did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart.
Yep.
Praising the Most High, having favor with all the people, and the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved.
Ooh, man.
Oh.
Hey, man. Man, that's beautiful. So imagine if they weren't daily doing the work. Those souls which needed to be added to the church daily, how would they have been added in the process of time? If the apostles wasn't out there laboring, man. Obviously it's through the spirit. It's all through the spirit, of course, but there's certain things set up in the spirit that help gender certain things forth.
That's right.
Okay. So that was a good precept right there. I'm going to get Acts 5 and 42. Can you Corinthians 11 and 28?
Gotcha.
I'm going to get Acts 5 and 42. It says, Acts chapter 5 verse 42. And daily in the temple and in every house, they cease not to teach and preach Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. Okay? So that's a part of the apostles' doctrine. Daily, man. Daily in the temple and in every house. Doing the work of the Lord. Okay?
That's right.
So we can't cease, man. But that's point on that right there.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 28. Beside those things that are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all the churches.
That's right. So the Apostle Paul said, on top of everything that he went through, right? Because Jake always want to give excuses. Oh, brother, I couldn't do my video because of this, that, and the third. Bro, the Apostle, when you read up further in that chapter before that verse the brother just read, when you read up, the Apostle Paul went through hell and back. Okay, literally went through hell and back. He died. Yeah, Apostle Paul died. Literally died. Got stoned to death. The Most High raised him back up from the dead, and he went back and did the work again, bro.
Man.
Okay.
Hey, it says the things. Oh, Salaki, brother.
Now go ahead, Malak.
Now I said the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning, man. It showed you a man, a great man, Salakia, the Apostle Paul, how dedicated he was to this ministry, man. So it's really no excuse.
Right.
In these times that we got, right.
Right. He said, and upon these things, what came upon me daily, the care of the churches. So Apostle Paul said, after everything else that I went through, on top of that, I daily had to take care of the church.
That's right.
So how do we daily take care of the church now? Doing the work, checking over the flock, watching over the flock, so on and so forth, man. Okay, so that's another precept right there. We're supposed to daily do work, Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, I got the next one. Say it again, brother.
Oh, Con, you got a lot. I thought you got it up.
This is Matthew chapter 26, verse 55, and it says, and in that same hour said Yahushua to the multitudes, are ye come out as against a thief with swords and staves for to take me? I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me.
Right. So that's another precept to Mark 14. Right. Yahushua said he sat daily in the temple teaching, man. Also I got so you're in Matthew, right?
Right.
Can you get Matthew 6 and 11, Baba Kusha?
This is Matthew.
You got it up, Slacky.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 11. Give us this day our daily bread.
Yep. Give us this day our daily bread, man. A part of that is, the Lord sustaining us with what we need, but also, giving us our daily bread with the truth. Okay, the bread from heaven. Okay, so we're supposed to, freely you receive, freely you give. So we're supposed to give daily bread as well.
Come on, man. Hey, it was many pre's that we had brought out in this lesson. It goes into daily, man. Right. So yeah, it ain't no excuse, man. What is that in the book of Sirach where it says sinful man will not need to be reproved. Yeah, roughly paraphrasing.
According to his will.
Right, man. But there's no excuse to that, man. Hey, it says daily. So every day, and again, with the grain of salt, we in Babylon, certain things come up, man. But at the end of the day, your first focus should be this ministry, man, doing the works that Yahweh Shema shot.
Right. And we could end it off on that, you know what I'm saying? Because the point has been made, man.
Right.
But another thing too, I'm gonna say this for the sake of balance. All right, are we saved off of our works? Strictly no. Okay, because our righteousness says filthy rags. We're not going strictly based off of work. Where the scripture say the just shall live by faith. But the scriptures also say faith without works is dead.
It's dead. That's right.
So yes, we're not going strictly off our works. Because if we were, we would have to be perfect in everything. That's why Yahweh had to. But okay, a part of Yahweh died for us. This is what we're doing in return to, quote unquote, for lack of better words, pay him back. Because we can never pay Yahweh back. So the least we could do is dedicate our lives to him. And a part of you dedicating your life to Yahweh Shai is feeding the flock of Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
That's the point, though.
Come on,
all right. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honor to our apostle, ever great motion of wealth, peace, and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom and above all.
Shalom above all.
Hey, somebody much my shot. Ooh.
Whatever's my side.